Hi everyone, it's Cassie here again, just checking in with you all, letting you know that this is week 10 of my prep. I can't even believe it. Time's like not flying by, but it's definitely moving. And I'm like, gosh, 10 weeks left of this prep. So last week was 11 weeks. It was very challenging for me. I remember just feeling like, I don't know why I'm doing this, really feeling all these emotions. I was also really hungry. I don't know, like PMSing and all these different things happening to me, I guess. But also just like working out a lot, moving a lot. So I'm 11 weeks out from my competition. Last night I was feeling extremely exhausted. I did a lot of activities throughout the day. I did Barry's boot camp in the morning. I did a 5.5 mile hike with a good friend in the afternoon. And then I did some cardio in the evening. So I was feeling extremely exhausted, extremely hungry. And I'm just feeling all the feels right now, but I'm also okay with that. Started to feel like, why am I doing this? And, you know, I've been doing this extreme routine since January 5th. It is July right now. So it's been about 7 or 6 months of just consistency. And consistency to me means just showing up every single day. Some days it's harder than the others, which yesterday was a harder day, but I had my husband to help keep me accountable. I'm sharing this with you because I just think it's important that I share the struggles along with the wins of this whole process. And I hope that it resonates with you. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. One thing that I could say is that I've been definitely being consistent on my workouts. So I'm working out in the morning. If you watch my video before this, I kind of shared where I have been working out 3 times a day. That looks like doing cardio, fasted cardio right when I wake up for about 45 minutes. And then I do some sort of strength training in the afternoon, and then I do cardio before I go to sleep for 30 minutes. So it's about 3 workouts a day right now. Just finished with session 11, and I'm feeling dead, and he's telling me,
work harder.
I'm working as hard as I can.
No, we need more out of you.
Well, ultimately, last week I was pushing myself on another level. So I would do my 45 minutes of cardio in the morning, strength train in the afternoon, and then I went on a 5 mile hike with one of my friends, and it's the summer here in Boston, so it was really hot. And then I came back home, and then I did cardio in the evening again. So that's 4 workouts in one day, just staying extremely busy and active. And I was just really, really hungry. So I found myself snacking or wanting to snack. And then I had a little bit of a snack. So I did have a snack. I told my coach about it. Obviously, I told you guys, I'm very honest with my coach. I'm honest with almost everyone about my journey. I am not perfect at this. This is my first time ever doing a competition. So for me, it's I am doing this competition and I win by showing up. I don't need a place. I don't need a win. I'm not doing this to win. I'm competitive, yes. Not as competitive as some of the people that are going to be on that stage though. So for me, it's really big to define why I'm doing this. And so if you're going to do something like this, define why. If I'm going to be honest with you, the reason why I'm doing this is because my friend and I spoke about doing a masoji, which is basically one hard thing you do each year that you have to work up to all year long. And my masoji was to do a bikini competition. It's something that I've been wanting to do for half of a decade, and I'm finally 10 weeks out. I also have always wanted to trim the fat and not be thick. I'm super thick. I'm Latina, and I know it's highly desirable by many, but for me personally, I just didn't want to be thick. I'm just tired of it. So when I thought about my goal to be in the bikini competition, it's really because it's just like something that I was gonna be able to transform my body. Like obviously I am super goal oriented and it was a goal. And so now like this goal really has allowed me to show up. I hired all the right people. I have like just really been investing in myself. I'm also a business owner. I'm an organizational development practitioner by like schooling, and then I also have done some practicing and some consulting. But like, I just felt like I wasn't completely aligned with my field if I like am not practicing discipline on a daily basis and also being like aligned essentially, right? So if I think that like now after I do this competition, when I get back into the field, I'll just like attract better clients. I also will be like just mentally and physically more healthy. So ultimately this is just a goal of mine, and now I'm 10 weeks out from my first ever competition. I just recently reached out to someone in regards to getting a bikini, and so I'm looking at bikinis. I spoke to some of the girls at my local gym. I've been working at a gym hub, and there's just been different feedback that I've received on bikini hunting, like price points and just like colors, and like thinking about your hair color and how that's going to mesh with the bikini. The shoes are ready from, I don't remember the name, I'm not gonna say it, but I'll link it right here. I think it's like Fairy Goddess or something. I've been doing my posing sessions.
Go for it. Yep.
One thing that's stressing me out right now a little bit is I'm going to Cuba. I am half Cuban and Puerto Rican, so I'm going to Cuba to see like to reconnect with my ancestors' land. So I'm super excited about that. And also just like explore where my grandparents lived, maybe where they fell in love, you know, create all these great narratives and just like embrace that. However, the gyms are a little scary and sketchy, I think. I've been doing some research. We'll see what happens. And also the food. I mean, I'm trying to stay on my prep and like, so I'm gonna bring some canned tuna and some canned chicken, and then like do some protein powder, bring it out with me too. And then while I'm there, I'll just like try my hardest to just stick to the plan and work out. And a friend of mine just told me recently, just go swimming too, like even 30 to 45 minutes in the morning of swimming is gonna be really great for a workout. And I thought that was great advice. So I'll probably take that up and do some running outdoors and like running around Cuba, like streets, like see how that works. It's gonna be really hot. So there's just like gonna be a change of my whole routine from week 10 to 9. So I'm excited to share that with you all. I'm gonna try to document like how that is prep in Cuba, and then I'll share that with you guys. I'm definitely hitting all my workouts. My food and nutrition is kind of slacking. I would say it's about like 92%. Like literally being honest, you know, just like snacking here and there, like eating a protein bar when I'm not really supposed to, so just have like my protein shake and that's it. But there are moments where just like I want a little bit something extra, and I know that I'm not supposed to do that, and my coach tells me not to if I want to like win this thing. But again, for me, winning is showing up, and I know I should be like having the mindset of like go balls to the walls, do everything perfect so that you can actually show up at your best self. But like for me, it's really important I just show up and like I get it done. I'm like been on this dieting, like eating super clean for the last 7 months and like working out 3 times a day for the last 4 or 5 months, that I'm just like kind of feeling burned out. And like if I want that like protein bar, I might have it. Like I know it's not what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know I have to push through it, but I'm also aware that like I'm hungry. Gosh. The other thing is I did just do some research the other day that like girls lose their period like close to like they could lose their period, and that shit scares me. So I don't know like what that means, what that's all about. It's a very common theme, and I'm like, fuck, this is gonna fuck with my whole body. So if you're a woman thinking about doing this, Just know that sometimes that shit happens if your body goes like into like low calories and like low body fat. I am going to say that I feel like I'm at like 130 pounds right now, 10 weeks out, and my coach wants me to get down to like 112, 114. So it's about like 18 pounds or something like that. I don't even know. We'll see what happens. Definitely am scared to get down to 112. I've never seen myself like that. But we'll see. Gosh, I'm so excited for this competition to be over. And the crazy thing is, I'm doing 2 shows in October. So I have one October 7th and then one October 28th. So it's going to be like really 12 more weeks of prep. So I just say 10 weeks, but it's really 12 because I'm right back in there. So I'm so happy you're watching this journey, and make sure you like are really staying connected with me. I like post almost every single day on Instagram. So excited to have like you guys hearing me out, and like, I don't know, this is just also fun for me to like kind of document. So I'm gonna leave you to it. This is week 10 going in, doing well with the workouts, 93% with my diet. Hopefully I can like improve there. I definitely can. Well, thanks. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Getting Cassie ready for her Cuba trip.
I'm ready.
She's got light.
Si no hay luz, yo tengo luz.
Y
Si
también.
no hay AC, yo tengo AC. Yo estoy lista. Yo soy lista, chicas.